Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Laura Laughead. Off the top, the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting in Pinson. Birmingham fire and rescue crews are on the scene of a building collapse. Dangerously hot weather continues to affect much of the country, along with a threat of severe storms in certain areas. If you need a secret Santa gag gift or for the tuna lover in your life, check out this tuna advent calendar. But just don't stand under mistletoe, please, this holiday season. Right now, we are on a Zodiac riding around the island of South Georgia in the South Atlantic Ocean, and behind me you can see and hear a colony of both king penguins and gentoo penguins, along with some really adorable, though surprisingly aggressive, fur seals. Now this is Antarctica, that iconic frozen landscape. They use these little penguin highways, and believe it or not, they waddle all the way from the ocean all the way to the top. Who better to teach us the ins and outs of everything brisket than the brisket whisperer himself? This comes on the heels of the decision to cancel yesterday's homecoming parade for Anniston High School. CBS 42's Maddie McQueen joins us live now to Protective Stadium, where UAB hosted their 7th annual Children's Harbor Legacy Game. We have team coverage of this weekend's Bridge Crossing Jubilee that brought civil rights leaders and lawmakers and President Biden to Selma today. You've heard of runaway dogs, cats, maybe cows, but what about an alligator? If you are on the hunt for a pet that doesn't lose hair, never needs a walk, and doesn't make noise, we're not talking about a pet rock though. Barbie takes the box office crown and Oppenheimer soars in a historic weekend. Today marks 25 years since a powerful F5 tornado ripped through the Oak Grove area, killing 34 people across Alabama, injuring 250 and destroying 1,000 homes. We begin in Tuscaloosa, where a former member of the Alabama Crimson Tide football team returned to speak on gun violence. It featured live music as well as costume contest for the pets. Look at him and children. What is that? Does anyone know? Oh my goodness, it's very cute though. Tonight you can see the first supermoon of 2023. But while stunning, did you know that for a lot of hospitals, a full moon is considered an omen or bad luck? Another mass shooting has left several people dead in Texas tonight. The TSA is expecting this holiday season to be the busiest ever at airports. Today, former Vice President Mike Pence dropped out of the Republican race for president. In tonight's lasting image, a family of capybaras at the Houston Zoo welcomes some new additions. Meet pups Russet, Tater Tot, Spud, and Chip, all named after types of potatoes. That's kind of perfect because they all look like potatoes.
We were a few blocks away when we heard the call. What happened?
Single explosion, first floor, right in the corner of the building.
Nails, BBs, any kind of shrapnel?
Being an FBI agent definitely looks flashy on TV, but real-life special agents want you to know they do a lot more than solve a crime in 30 minutes with commercial breaks. You can learn that firsthand in the FBI Birmingham Citizens Academy. It's a free 6 to 8 week program to teach you what it takes to be a federal agent. First, here's a breakdown of how they collect forensic evidence.
We look at the common touch locations, door handles, knobs, mirrors, steering wheel, things like that.
Watch as they use electrostatic to create a copy of this shoe print that could lead them to a suspect.
Man, look at that.
Look at that.
Another part of the academy is crisis negotiation and de-escalation, skills they hope the citizens can use in their own communities.
We bring a real case study to them, sometimes a suicide, sometimes a hostage situation. Like, here's the information these police officers and negotiators got. How would you, as Citizens Academy, how would you assess and try to talk to this person?
And of course,
Bring this up to your head level. Look through there. Do you see a red dot?
firearms.
So the FBI actually has 3 cardinal safety rules that all of our agents are required to memorize before they can graduate Quantico. And it's treat all firearms as if they are loaded. Keep your finger off the trigger unless you intend to press it. And never point a firearm at anyone unless you're justified.
They walk citizens through different arrest scenarios and teach them the proper way to hold the weapon special agents use.
This is definitely more my
Then your
size.
left
A
hand,
Glock 19M 9mm pistol.
toys there.
Way harder than I ever expected.
And here's the small robot agents use as their eyes and ears when dealing with a bomb threat. It can go downstairs and even open doors. But if that doesn't work,
Very cozy.
it's time to send someone in the bomb tech suit.
But this whole thing, when you put it on, weighs about 90 pounds.
Alums of the program all say it's an incredible experience. like mortgage lender Christy Redford, who graduated in November.
I am a forensic files addict. So all things forensic, kind of the evidence response team, the evidence collection, that was my favorite part, because seeing that in action, the TV shows don't really do it justice.
Alum Paul Franklin is a retired civil servant.
We got to work a theoretical plane hijacking and figure out who the bad guys were.
Father and son Raul and Alan Trujillo are also alums.
I never had shot a gun before, and that was definitely the biggest thing.
They say the program opened their eyes about agents' bravery.
I have much more respect for all the people who's risking their lives every day and every time for people like us.
Hey, and just being an FBI agent for a day was super fun. They do 2 academies a year, one in Birmingham and one in Huntsville. Now, there are some requirements to join. You have to be at least 18 and live in the area, have no felony on your record, and pass a small security test. You also have to be recommended by someone in the FBI or an alum of the program, or you can nominate yourself by contacting the FBI Birmingham office. In the studio, Laughead, CBS 42 News.